Yeah, for sure. And I think if I remember right, in '93, Nigel Mansell, along with winning both the F1 and the IndyCar title, he almost won Indianapolis. And I think he would have won if caution hadn't come out with like 10 to go. But yeah, there's a
And,
lot of big names.
and there's a ton of unsung heroes, growing up, with the motocross background, there were so many young kids who were just unbelievable and either had an injury or didn't have the finances or parents got divorced. And that was the end of that. But you knew they were destined for greatness if they had all the pieces come together. Same in auto racing, look at Hamilton, his dad did everything he could to put Hamilton in the right place and it worked out for them. But, for every success story, you got hundreds, if not thousands of people who had maybe as much talent, but either an injury or finances or some kind of hurdle got in the way and they weren't able to extend their skills. Somebody in a third world country would be the best car driver ever if they had the chance, but instead they've never seen a real race car, maybe, or who knows what.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys who've, like I call my kid winning that one Supercross, I call it a one-hit wonder. He was definitely great. Not one of the greats, not one of the legends, but he definitely rubbed elbows with those guys and then had injury ended his career, and which is such a bummer because he was doing so well. And there's lots of stories like that of people that would have been legends if just a little, mistake didn't happen or a little opportunity did happen. But
Yeah, you have
that's
that with
life.
Jerry. You have that with Jerry Nadeau, who I think is famous for winning the final Cup race that Darrell Waltrip competed in, and then he had his career-ending accident, and then Kurt Busch was out because of a concussion, and probably could have contended for the championship in his final season if the accident hadn't happened. There's a lot of what ifs.
Of course, yeah. But
So, what
yeah.
was it like winning Rookie of the Year at 57 years of age?
I didn't even know I won that until they called me up on stage to accept the award. So that was pretty funny. And I'm a little older, slightly balding gray guy, so it's I don't really fit the classic demographic. But there's the nice thing about car racing is you can do it a little bit older in life. The skills are definitely more important than physical, as opposed to the motorcycle world. It definitely helps to stay in shape and be in shape because you need to hydrate and stay focused for long races. But I'm often on a podium, like in Time Attack, which is definitely not the 50-year-old guy kind of demographic. I'll be on the podium with guys that are my son's age, and trophy girls or shouldn't be anywhere near me. And I'm like the old gray guy on the podium. I still claim to be the oldest, grayest guy ever on the podium at Long Beach.